Hello everybody, my name is Brian Welch, and today we're going to be going over a quick little tutorial on the new Senior Markets quoting tool. This is a screen you're going to get when you get logged into the system, and this is the dashboard or home page. And to begin running quotes, all you need to do is click Run Quote under one of the product lines you would like to see quotes for. And so this video is just going to kind of show you how to run a quote and understand what you're looking at. So we'll go ahead and start here with Medicare supplements. All you need to do is click Run Quote. It's going to bring up the demographics page. So all you need to do is just type in the demographics of the person you want to run the quote for. So you can type in a zip code here. This will run any zip in the country, and it'll give you the corresponding county or counties and the city and state that zip code corresponds to. You can then select the age, the gender, and the tobacco status, as well as the plan. And so we default to F, it being the most popular MedSup plan, but you can select N or G or A or B, depending on what plan you wanted to look at. And then go ahead and press Get Quote. And this is going to price out each of the plans based upon the demographics you have, cheapest to most expensive. So as you can see here, here's the results for a 65-year-old female in zip code 68135, Plan F. So we'll obviously give you the price and the company name. We'll also give you household discounts and policy fees if they apply, as well as some general company information. AM Best and S&P ratings if they're available, what rate type it is, if it's an attained age or issue age policy, as well as the parent company. If they have a parent company associated with that company, we'll provide that there. So that's just some company information. We also have a plan details button here on this screen, or on the quote box. If you click that, it'll bring up all the benefits associated with Medicare supplement, or this plan in general. So you can see what Medicare pays, what this plan would pay, and then what you and or the consumer would pay based upon the plan, that the benefits this plan provides. Because this Plan F, you can see that it's all zero. And so kind of some new features or some additions to this quoting tool that's beyond just the price and the company name. The first is going to be the quick quote screen here. So if you wanted to switch from Plan F to Plan G, or you want to switch from 65 to 67, you can do that right here and then run a new quote rather than having to go back and forth. Over here on the left-hand side, we have a few different toolbar options. The first is going to be the Compare and Universal Compare quotes. The compare quotes is going to be if you wanted to take one or two of these and put them side by side and remove them from the regular list. All you need to do is just click the company name. It's going to bring up a green highlight based upon the ones you've selected. You can then click this compare quote button here after you've selected the 3 or 4 that you want to see, and it'll take you to a new page with just those plans available in a side-by-side format. The next option here is the universal compare. This is just going to allow you to compare cross-product lines. And so if I wanted to compare this Liberty Bankers Life plan to, let's say, a final expense plan side by side, all I need to do is click this globe icon. It's going to turn it purple, and then I would need to switch to a different quoting tool, either Medicare Advantage or final expense, run a quote there, click the globe box for that plan, and I can then do a universal compare across product lines. The next feature we have here on the toolbar is the export feature. The first one is going to be a blue printer button, and that's just if you want to print this off and give it to a consumer. This is going to be the red PDF button. This is if you want to generate a PDF of this quote and share it with a consumer or email it to them. And then the green Excel box. That's if you wanted to dump this data into an Excel database, for those of you that like more of the raw data look and feel. We also have a few different adjust your view settings. The first is going to be the expanded or contracted view. If you wanted a simpler view, you don't want to confuse your clients with these quotes and maybe some additional information, you can choose to just do the limited view. We also have the apply discount button. If you wanted to apply this household discount to the rate, it will do all the math for you and reorder the companies. If you'd rather see the annual rate versus the monthly, you can just click the annual rate button and the prices will change to the annual method. The fourth one down is the market analytics, and this is going to have the most information. The first box here is going to be the age increases, and so for attained age policies, this will show you each year the insured gets older, what they'll pay. We also have the increase history, so each time they've filed new rates, either an increase or a decrease will show that increase history here. And then market data. This is the data, the financial data that they report on an annual basis to the NAIC, or the National Association of Insurance Commissioners. And this is self-reported data both on a state and national level that it gives you lives insured, premiums earned, loss ratios, and market share. And the last one down here is the select plans. If you are interested in a select plan and you are in a state that offers select plans, you can just click that select button here, and the select plan will populate with a little label below the rate that says select in bold letters. Kind of the last thing down here is the underwriting. So if you are dealing with somebody outside their open enrollment and want to be able to find not just a plan that's best based upon price, but what actually would be a company that would actually underwrite them for. And so we have all the different conditions that you can either search for or scroll down. So for argument's sake, let's say you're having somebody that has to go through underwriting and they happen to have a heart attack in their medical history. You just need to select heart attack, and the look-back periods will then populate for the companies. So you can see here for Liberty Bankers Life, for the criteria of heart attack, the look-back period is 2 years. So if they've had a heart attack within the last 2 years, they'll answer yes on the application, and therefore might not be issued that policy. And so this gives you a really good way of narrowing down your results if you do have somebody that has to submit their underwriting. But that's the Medicare Supplement tool. After running a quote or two, you'll be really a pro at this. We try to make it as simple as possible. But if you want to either run a brand new quote, you can click new up here, or to switch back to your dashboard page, which is that home page, or to another plan, you can just hover over this logo, the title, and switch. So we'll switch to Medicare Advantage now. It's going to work and look the same way, just like before, zip code. And then you can select your plan. It's going to default to Medicare Advantage, but if you want to run a Part D or a SNP plan, a special needs plan, you can just click the drop down and select it there. So go ahead and press Get Quote. It's going to price these out cheapest to most expensive, but as you know, most of them have a zero premium price, so they are ranked in terms of the max out of pocket. And this is going to give you some basic level information, in particular star rankings, if it has a drug benefit, if it's an HMO or a PPO, if it has a drug deductible, gap coverage, etc., it's all going to be in there, as well as your quick quote, and all your export features are still here. So if you wanted to print this off or email it to somebody, you can. If you wanted to see the plan details on these plans, the co-payments, the co-insurances, the in-depth benefits, all you need to do is click Plan Details. It'll take you to a new page with all that information available. So your ambulance, your doctor's office visits, durable medical equipment, etc., that'll all be available here. Your drug tiers, all that's going to be available that you can then also print or export to PDF. And so, like I said, pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy to use. We wanted to make it fast so you can get the information to either to you or to your client as painless as possible. And the last one down here is final expense. This is going to work a little bit different because it's not a Medicare product. But just like before, zip code, age, gender, and tobacco status. But one thing that's going to be unique is the face amount or monthly rate. You can choose to run at either a $10,000 face amount or $20,000 or $15,000 or $5,000, whatever you want to do. Or you can choose to type in the monthly rate. So if your client can afford $30 a month, you can type in $30 in there, and it'll pull all the corresponding plans and their respective face amounts that are available for $30 a month. And so there's just two different ways to run that quote. You can then select your product type. So if you just don't want to look at level benefit, you want to look at graded or return or premium or single pay, you can adjust this product type. But we'll go ahead and press Get Quote. So for this 65-year-old $10,000 level benefit, it's going to price these out cheapest to most expensive. Just like before, some company and price information, as well as the AM Best and S&P ratings. It also is going to tell you if it's an underwritten plan or if it's guaranteed issue. So if it's a guaranteed issue policy, it'll say guaranteed issue here instead of full underwritten. Your quick quote section, all your compare features are still going to be here, as well as your underwriting. So all the underwriting availability is here. So if you happen to have a blood disorder, tell you it's not in the application or a look back period, all that information is going to be here, as well as your monthly rate. You can also look at quarterly and semi-annual on this system. So if you wanted to look at a quarterly rate or a semi-annual, you can do so. But as you can see, the tool is very easy to use. We want to make it as simple as possible, and I hope this little short 10-minute video helped in kind of understanding the capabilities that you now have at your fingertips. If you have any questions or you have any trouble, you can just click this Contact Support button, You can type in an email and you get a response within 24 hours if you're having trouble with the tool, if you have questions about the rates or the information that you're seeing. I appreciate you taking the time to review this, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.